港ソフト。
マジで私に恋しなさい。
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good evening. Let's get Majikoi up. It takes this thing a few seconds. Okay. Then we'll stretch. All right, there we go. So, I was going to play this a couple days ago, but then I got sidetracked and ended up doing a segment about which HoloLive members I would marry instead. So, anyway, yeah, we will go ahead and start with this tonight. We are still on the Miyako route. Let me refresh my memory on where we are in the story here. Yeah, it looks like we left off with some bullshit shenanigans in Class 2S. Yeah, nothing really here to that's even worth like even worth going back over again, really. All right. By the way, I have downloaded a voice restoration mod for this now, so like pretty much all the characters aside from Yamato, of course, should be voiced now. So I shouldn't have to be reading nearly as much as I was before. It'll be interesting to see if the real voices sound anything like the voices that I gave the characters. So, alright, after school, the sound of cicadas, the cry that announced the advent of summer, had begun. We were hanging out, floating bamboo leaf boats down the river. It would be the end of the world if one of us dropped our phone in the river. So we'd left them in our bags. Okay, we're already familiar with her voice. The hell? And her voice too.
上機嫌だね。臨床とかしちゃってどうしたの？
And his voice.
よくぞ聞いてくれたぜ、モロロのモロ太郎。
Morotaro the Mororo.
実
Okay.
はですね、クラスメートの大和田さんと映画に行くことになったんです。まゆっちがクラスメートと映画だぜ、すっげー。
Nice. What movie are you seeing?
T4 です。話題作ですよね。
T4? Is that like Terminator 4?
それはチャンスだぞまゆまゆ。
はい、これを機会にもっと仲良くなります。まゆっちにいっぱい友達ができたら、オラもその役目を終えるんだな。松風、あなたのことは忘れません。おいおい、人間的に成長する前にもう少し干渉に浸るのが礼儀ってもんだろ。
舞い上がってるな。完全な一人漫才だ。
What is that supposed to mean exactly?
ああ、辛抱できそうにねっつーの。
Cap suddenly did a backflip.
なに？負けないわよ。
Wonko instinctively responded with a backflip of her own. So, where did that come from?
ヨルダンで親父が遺跡見つけたって言ったろ。
Yeah, what happened with that?
いよいよ突入って時に落盤で調査隊数名怪我でスケジュール延期だってさ。
Wait, he's happy because they had an accident in a cave and a bunch of people got injured? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Things sound genuinely dangerous, as if there's a curse.
ますます熱い遺跡だぜ。ああ、俺も生きて
He was itching to go.
俺様はいよいよサマーってことでな。彼女と次のステップに行けるよう頑張るぜ。
His girlfriend. Hold on, why? Sorry, I need to move my other hand. There we go. You're still calling her your girlfriend?
いい加減女王様って呼び名にしたら。
Starting to call her queen.
何ひどいこと言ってんだバカップル。
だってホテル行ったのにキスもしてないとか。
My mouse that cruddy? Jeez. Bunch of crap on here. Alright.
そこをひと夏で変えていくんです。
先に慰めておくぜ。次があるぞ。
そうそう、ネバーギブアップストーリー。
うわー、もうふざけんなキャップ。
ひらり。
回避すんだろ。読めてるぜ俺様ってば。
何？
I could hardly believe my eyes. Gakuto had actually caught Cap.
風を捕まえるとは暴風林野郎め。
He proceeded to heft Cap's body up into the air.
愛は人を強くする。今の都ならばわかるだろう。
なんとなく。
そりゃあキャップ自身が川に流されてこい。
ど
He threw him into the river.
わお、キャップを倒したぞ。やるなガクト。
次は犬を川に落としてやるぜ。
やられる前にやっちゃる
Wonko struck him from behind with a flying kick.
いで、てめえ掴んだぞ。
わ。蹴りがめり込みすぎて捕まった。離して。
こら暴れるんじゃねえ。うお。
The two of them both fell into the river.
ああ、まるで真珠のように。暑かったからちょうどいいだろ犬。
いいから手を貸しなさいよ。
まったく手の焼ける犬。うわっ
Wonko pulled Chris into the river with her.
クリもびしょ濡れね。
おのれ、なんということをしてくれる。涼しそうでいいな。ほれ、モロロもヤマトも。
Of course, she just chunks him into the river. Gah. Stop tossing us in like we're the bamboo boats.
まゆまゆみやこ、お前たちもだ。行くぞ。せーの。
私たちもですか？
Everyone was made to take a dive.
まったくガクトのせいでびしょ濡れよ。
She splashed water at Gakuto.
私にもかかってるワンコ。
というか犬、それは自分のセリフだ。くらえ。
Whoa. Chris, you'd splash water on me too? Counterattack.
やったなヤマト。後悔するな。
援護攻撃入ります。じゃあ、
おのれ、二人がかりとは。
Bro, what the fuck was that, Miyako?
と、怒りで自分を失っては相手の術中だな。
あのクリスが意外と冷静。
気高き騎士に挑発は通じん。
Chris seems kind of stupid, huh? I smiled wryly. Lighting a fire in Chris's heart.
おのれ侮辱を許さないぞヤマト。
The flames roared excessively brightly.
踊らされているな。援護するぞクリ。そら。
Nissan unleashed at us a tremendous spray of water.
ワンコガード。
She used Wonko as a shield to block the water.
おのれみやこ。
さっきのお返し。
そーっと。
何一人だけ離脱しようとしてんだこら。
うわー、制服びしょ濡れなのに。
In a situation like this, rather than trying to sprint away, you should casually edge towards the riverside.
何をやっているんだあいつらは。
テストが終わってはしゃぐ学生、いいですね。
Kyojin actually sounds a lot like the way I'd voiced him.
まあそうですね。叱る気にもなりません。
Umeko kinda does too.
私たちにもこういう時がありましたな。ただ、こういう年齢にならないといかにそれが光り輝いていた青春時代なのかわからんわけで。いや、切ないもんですな。あいつらもいつまで9人一緒でいられるか。
Nope. It never works out that way.
そうですね。
なんかいい感じじゃないか。チャンス。どうですか フレンチでも食べに行きません？
今夜は冷やし中華とビールにしようかと。
小島先生は本当にそういうのお好きですな。ではご商売させていただきます。
お断りします。テストの採点があるでしょう。ではこれにて。
ああ、真面目だな。糸口が見えないぞ。
先生また振られたのか。泣いたらダメだぜ。
ドンマイですよ。今はジャブを刻むと思って。
Yep, Toma sounds like the way I voiced him. June doesn't. June sounds different.
ああ、氷はいつか溶けるもんだよな。
永久凍土って知ってる？僕は知ってる。
Actually, even Koyuki sounds like kind of like the way I voiced her.
この娘はなんか最近俺に反抗的なのな。
ヒゲが怒った。
She hid in June's shadow.
よしよし。
よしよし。
甘やかしすぎだろう。そういやお前たちチャイルドパレス知ってるな。
ええ、工業地帯の入り口にある秋にオープンする大アミューズメント施設ですね。
クラスでも噂になるよな、時々。で、俺たちに何か？
どうにも不良たちのたまり場になりそうだ。近寄らんようにな。彼女が行きたいと言っても。
そこまでまがまがしいものでもないと思いますが。
これでもちとは修羅場くぐってる。で、その勘が言うんだが、あそこはどうもきな臭い。何か起こるぜ。
だったらさっきのホームルームでみんなに言ってやるよ。
あの優等生たちはあそこにはいかんだろう。ただお前ら結構3人でフラフラしてるからな。葵が葵門病院の跡取りだから何かあったらまずいから今のうちに言っておくんだぜ。榊原もレディーだしな。正直井上はまあどうでもいい。
ストレートだ。わかりやすくていいけど。
ご親切にありがとうございます。
じゃあな。事務所でかき氷でも食うか。
楽しそう。川でジャブジャブしてる。
おお、本当だ。お日様の下で気持ちよさそうだな。
今日暑いから涼しそう。
羨ましい限りですが、私たちはあちらの方に行かねば。
わかってるよ。お供するぜ、若。
僕も行くよ。トーマと僕とジュンの3人でね。
あずみ、今日も人力車ドリフトを見せよ。
かしこまりました、秀夫様。
待て、一旦車を停止だ、あずみ。
Yeah, Hideo sounds, his voice sounds a little different from what I was doing.
あそこにいるのは和子殿。水浴びとは風流なり。
Oh, that's right. This guy is like into Kazuko for some reason.
秀夫様、今はお時間が。
試験が終われば会議の毎日。
お察しいたします。
構わぬ。これも上に立つ者の義務。さらば和子殿。
あ、多摩川で遊んでるのワンコたちだ。制服で大はしゃぎですか？
楽しそうです。
Yep. Mayo sounds exactly like I thought she should sound like. Chica, or
でも幹事の手伝いをしないと。
yeah, Chica
それでは
does not. She sounds different.
バイバイ。夜電話するね。
バイ。さあ、あたいたち合コンだね、チカリン。
Okay, yeah. I really had no idea what voice to give this chick here. Yeah, she sounds like a dude trying to sound like a girl. So
そうよ。モデル事務所所属の男の子たちと。
絶対食ってやる。押し倒して犯してやる。
いや、まあそんな気合い入れなくていいけど。いいイケメンがいると嬉しいわ。風間いいけど、あのグループに割って入れないよ。
しゃあ、ほらイケメン観念しろ。あたいに腹ませろ。既成事実だ。ゲット。しゃあ、最低養育費はがっちり買って。
gosh, she is such a fucking weirdo.
なんつうイメトレしてんのよ。
Destinies would always cross paths here at the Great Tama Bridge. At the Kawakami Temple.
もも、太陽のこと言われたメッシを瞬殺か。
Yeah, he sounds pretty much like I thought, although he's making his voice more grovelly than the way I did it, but yeah.
先ほど意識が回復しましたが、メッシ本人も驚いてましたよ。あんな人間もいるのかと。そこがないですね、桃よ。
しかも信じがたいことじゃが、新たな強さへの覚醒が始まっておる。
これ以上強くなっても不幸なだけな気がします。
釈迦道の件はどうなってるんじゃ。
あの事件以来連絡がつきません。捜索中です。
ではその件は引き続きとして、主には一度わしと山にこもらせようかと思う。
心を鍛えるわけですね。
水に学び、土に学び、天地と一つになる。
確かに新たな環境での修行はいいですね。
山で心を洗わんとの。
しかし桃代が言うことを聞くとは思えませんが。
ところがどっこい秘策があるんじゃ。
At the archery range.
久しぶりだな。さて、腕が鈍らない程度に頑張ろう。
ほら、1年雇りに入るときは大きな声出してから言って。矢が当たったらどうするの？
Okay, she sounds totally different from the way I voiced her.
あ、師匠、ほら、椎名先輩。
And she sounds totally different too.
あ、椎名さん。
師匠ってばプレミアム気合入ってる。
椎名さん、どうして試験休みの日に来なかったの？
彼氏と遊んでました。
それにしたって土日どっちか1日は出てって通達したよね、私。いくら椎名さんだからって言うことを聞かないとダメ。聞いてる？椎名さん、部活は団体行動なんだよ。
The archery range was deathly silent.
目立つのやだな。
部の方針に従わなければ もう部活には来なくて結構だと思うの。
わかりました。ならやめます。さようなら。
早いって椎名さん。別にいじけなくていいじゃない。もう少し考えてから決めるのも。
元からお遊戯に飽き飽きしてたので。
お遊戯。
いい機会なのでやめます。では。
ちょっと待ってください、椎名先輩。今の発言はいくらプレミアムな先輩でも許せません。取り消してください。
だったら勝負して取り消させてみる？
やってみます。イズメで。
A match where the two archers alternated shots. The first to miss would lose.
武蔵さん無理。弓では無理だって。
やってみなければわかりません。
Yet Miyako won decisively.
8回連続。なかなかやる。
It didn't matter how hard Kosugi tried. Miyako did not miss, ever.
悔しいけど、やっぱりすごい。
武蔵さんは勝負を意識しすぎ。ただいればいい。
なんのまだまだ弓道がダメでも肉弾戦なら。
なんでそうなるの？ダメよ武蔵さん。
負けっぱなしではいられないんです。
武蔵さん S 組だっけ？負けず嫌い。しょうもない。
これでも一年最強せや！
She attacked savagely. Too savagely. Miyako used Kosugi's momentum against her and easily threw the younger girl.
肉弾戦でもそうそう負けはしない。
Miyako struck Kosugi while she lay dumbfounded on the ground. A violent punch to the chin rocked Kosugi, knocking her unconscious.
気絶確認。では。
Bro, she didn't have to go that fucking far.
武蔵さん、大丈夫？
The club members silently opened a path for Miyako.
しょうもない部活だった。
On the set of Departing at the Italian shopping district.
さて、出演希望者は何人来てるかな？
Okay, so this is the movie. One of the scenes, the last time I streamed this, they were wanting to get like extras. They were recruiting extras for the movie, and I think who trying to remember who said they wanted to do it. Might have been Capped, but I can't remember for sure.
あれでミーハーなやつ多いからな。相当来てるぜ。
お、F 組はほとんど来てるじゃないか。で、S 組はシカーと葵たちぐらいか。
上流階級の気まぐれで見に来てやったのじゃ。そうしたらどいつもこいつも芋ばかりじゃ。ここは一つ流麗なこなたが出ようと思ったわけじゃ。なあユキ、 S 組の美麗さを見せつけるのじゃ。
クリームパンは食べたぞ。
甘いのが好きなんだな。よし次は。
何を餌付けされてるんじゃ。
お返しにマシュマロあげようと思ったのに。
ユキ、パンをもらったんですか？ いいですね。
あの人たちはいい人たちだよ。
ああ、イケメンのところに戻っちまった。
どうもユキが遊んでいただいたようで。
イケメンはこういうの出ないと思ったぜ。
この話に運命めいたものを感じたのです。
普通に喋れねえのか。
真面目な話、美男美女を引っ掛けに来たのですが、顔見知りばかりで、まあそれもいいですけどね。
それにしても山猿たちのせいで匂う匂う。
ムカつくやつ来たし、シカトしよ。
お前たちも出演希望？失笑してしまう。
ああ、近づいてきちゃった。うざいな。ウォーコンは外れだったし、やれやれね。
鏡を見てきたらどうじゃん。芋が映っておるぞ。
Hey, Yodel?
なんだとてめえ、ぶっ殺せ。
Haguro attacked Fushikawa Kokoro. Haguro, whose father was a wrestling heel, moved pretty crisply, but
掴んだ。くれ、モンスタースープレックス。
いいな、こっちが掴んだのじゃ。背負ってくれるわ、とりゃあ。
her combat instincts were a far cry from Class S's Kokoro.
あれ、痛くね
え。落ちる直前引っ張ってやったわ。下がコンクリゆえな。全力で戦うに値せ。感謝するのじゃ。
うわあ、その手加減の仕方はムカつくわな。
こんな。
待て和子、シュークリームでも食って落ち着け。
うま
ーい。She calmed down.
いいな、僕にも一個ちょうだい。
しょうがないわね。じゃあ半分こね。やあ、シュークリーム割ったらクリームが。
互いに小さい子を持ってると苦労す
るな。まあもう慣れたけどね。
牛川心、そんな態度許せん。正義の血がうずく。がここで揉めても仕方がないか。
ああ、争うなら役者の座をめぐって争ってくれ。
たっちゃん、喉乾いた。
うるせえ、そこらの自販機で買ってこいよ。
役者の座をめぐり勝負か。面白い。クリスとか言ったな。ひとひねりじゃ。そろそろ映画の説明かしら。映画に映るの面白そうだけど。はあ、もうちょっと胸が欲しいわね。
そのままでいい。固定層の意見を大事にしろよ。いきなりすまなかった。ただそれだけだ。じゃな。
What the fuck?
はーい、全員注目。書類審査の結果が出たぞ。今から言うやつは残ってくれ。島津学人。
しゃあ、ターミネーターの新型機は俺様がやる。
おお、すでにハリウッドまで行く気だわ。
小笠原千佳、榊原小雪。
主演の天童ヒロに声かけられたらどうしよう。おお、なんか名前呼ばれたよ。
天粕麻世。
あ、
The two friends happily jump together in joy.
青井斗真、風間翔一、井上順、諸岡拓也、川上和子。
Kazuko made it.
え、僕とワンコも受かっちゃってるの？
以上、あとは帰ってよし。記念品の粗品配ってるぞ。
あれ？
Chris didn't make it.
あれ？
ああ、お前たちは金髪和服で個性強すぎて監督から NG。素材は最高だけど今回の需要じゃないってな。
I mean, what does it matter what clothes she's wearing though? You can always change clothes. Like what the fuck?
ヤマト、ミヤコ、マユッチは不参加だから、まさか参加したファミリーが全員受かるとはな。
全員じゃないって、栗が落ちてるでしょ。
あ、悪い。てっきり受かってて当然かと。
お前たち一人落ちてるからってクリスいじめ禁止な。
栗、強く生きるのよ。なんだか余計に腹が立つ。
Also, you can just dye her hair so she's not blonde anymore. I mean,
まあ確かに大衆居酒屋に最高級料理が出てきても仕方がないからな。
そんな強がり言っちまって涙拭けよ。
悔しさなんてこれっぽっちもないのじゃ。
S 組で心だけ落ちた。かわいそう。立つせない。
むしろせいせいしたのじゃ。こなたはこれから家に帰ってクーラーの効いた部屋でキャビアを食べながらゴロゴロするのじゃ。羨ましかろう。
ねえ、早く帰らないと撮影の邪魔になるよ。
落ちた者同士、傷口をベロベロ舐め合わね
遠慮しておこ
Meanwhile, in Chris's room,
う。中将、ケーキを軍費で購入してきました。
うん。クリス映画出演おめでとう。よし、綺麗なチョコレート文字だな。クリスも喜んでくれるに違いない。
wait, what now? Oh, they're like gonna celebrate her getting into the movie, even though she actually didn't.
今頃撮影が始まってるでしょうか。
できれば見に行きたいところだが、それは親バカだ。せいぜい家で盛大に祝ってやる程度だろう。もしクリスがハリウッドにスカウトされてモカデミー女優賞を獲得したら遠い存在になってしまうな。そう思うと涙が。行かないでくれ。娘は私の宝なのだ。
落ち着いてください、中将。どうなろうとお嬢様はお嬢様です。
そうだな。娘の門出に親が泣いてはいかんな。よし、帰ったらいきなりクラッカーを鳴らすぞ。
良いお考えです。お嬢様も喜ぶでしょう。
台本読んでそれぞれの役割理解したが。
これマジなの？ありえないんですけど。
エキストラなんてそんなもんだ。
お水系か。いや、まあそれはいいんだけど。
タクシーの乗客になりきるんだぞ。
それでもこれは あまりにあまり。
んなんて書いてあるんだ。演じてみろよ。
風間くんがそう言うならねえ、実は私お金持ってないの。ホテルで代わりを払ってもいい？ってどうなのこれ。
ぴったりじゃん。ぴ
ったりだね。
二人だと
いいんじゃねえの。
でもこんなお色気ちょい役。
まずはその与えられた役割を極めてみんだよ。最高のお色気ちょい役を演じきる。そうすりゃそこだけの役にとどまるはずがない。もっといい役みたいにどんどん上がっていくさ。現状を嘆くよりもベストを尽くせ。
わかった。やっぱ風間いいな。惚れる。
風間、お前のホスト役はどうだ？演じられるか？
あ、俺これつまんなそうなんで辞退するわ。
おい！
まあそう言わずに一緒に演じましょう。私が温和なホスト、風間くんが無邪気系
で、俺が無口でクール系ってわけだな。全てを言わずにのんびり入れろよメス。
おお、ジュン、ノリノリですね。
ま、あそこはなんとかなりそうだな。
私なんですけど、お父さんを探してとタクシーに乗り込む子供。これはミスキャスティングじゃないですかね。
そうかね。俺としてはこれ以上ない配役だと。あ、いや、まあそうだな。
まあお仕事ですからやりますけど。
じゃあちょいと演じてみてくれよ。
似合ってなくても知りませんからね。おじさん、お父さんを探してください。こんな感じですが。
おう、完璧だな。大丈夫、すごい演技力だった。
ほらジュン、反応してないでこっちで稽古ですよ。
鏡、榊原、お前たちは準備いいか？
今時の女子学生らしさを出すこういうの歯黒が似合う気がするわ。
おいゲン、てめえ純真な俺様をはめやがったな。
なんでだよ。
俺様の役だよ。強盗なのはまあよしとしてだな。タクシーを強奪するもタクシー炎上で火だるまスタントなしってなんだこりゃ。
お前の筋肉が火を吹くと言ったろ。
物理的に火をつけられたくはねえよ。
確かに危険はあるが、それやったらお前モテるぜ。
まあそう思ってサインの練習はしておいた。
体張るのはすごいけど、モテるというのは錯覚よ。
ズバッと言われちまったな。
口ではああ言って肉体は正直なタイプと見たぜ。
一応警告してやったのに。じゃあ焼かれてくれば。
とりあえず消火器持って俺が待機しててやるよ。
燃えたら弦に白いものぶっかけられるのか。
ほらほら、早速お前のシーンを撮るらしいぞ。
どんだけぶっつけ本番な映画なんだよ。
どうしたのモロはどんな役やるの？
僕はね、新人サラリーマン。
しそうね。
自分が何かに優れているわけでもなく、ただサラリーマンになってこれでいいのかと自問自答するキャラクター。友達が偉くなっているのに焦燥感を覚える。友達が結婚するのに相手はいない。帰ったらネットをやって眠る毎日。普通のサラリーマンだけどセリフが多い。
うわっ、てかモロのだけ台本熱い。
すごいだろうモローか。お前の普通っぽさが監督の目に留まってな。ぜひ演じてほしいそうだ。
Your sheer normality.
わあ、すごい大抜擢じゃないモロ。あ、でもこの台本料はシャレにならないわね。どうするの？これ1日じゃ無理でしょ。
つか 2,3 日でも終わらないね。やるならこれからがっつりロケに出てもらう。
素人相手にそんなんでいいの？
それでも諸岡に頼みたいらしいぞ。それぐらい役とシンクロしてそうだって監督が。
それは嬉しいといえば嬉しいかも。でもそこはかとなく失礼な話でもあるわよね。どうするのモロ？夏休み潰れそうだけど。
僕でよければ精一杯やります。
すごい、モロがいつになく燃えてるわ。
この役の気持ちがすごくわかるよ。このサラリーマンはね、僕なんだ。だからやってみたいんだ。
お、いいね。じゃあ監督紹介するぜ。ちょっと変わってるけどな。
かっちょいいじゃない。応援するわ。
That doesn't sound good.
まあ演技でクビになるかもしれないけど、やってみたいな。
うわー、俺様自身が燃える。
止めるな、このまま待て。こりゃいいシーンになるぜ。
ちょっと変わったね。大丈夫かなガクト。
素人を大抜擢するって時点で普通じゃないわよね。あ、火が消えた。おお、ピンピンしてるわ。さすがね。
よーし、頑張るぞ。
That night in Yamato's room, you quit the club?
うん。なんでそんなにびっくりしているの？元から幽霊気味だったしさ。
But don't you have to keep in shape?
弓の腕はね。でも安心して鍛錬は欠かさない。いざという時は当てにしていいからね。
That's great, but you're missing the point. How can you quit when you're so good at it?
ヤマトの心はすでに射止めたし。
Did you tell them you were quitting and leave?
ううん。喧嘩気味に出てきた。
Oh.
でもいいんだ。
No, it's not.
いいの。だって、ヤマトがいるから。
Did we just get another censored scene? It was finally summer break.
うわっ、セミが窓からダイブしてきたぞ。
Large brown ones on the brink of death buzzed and writhed about.
ああ、そういえばセミプロって言われてたね。
抜け殻集めた夏休み、
様はセミに怯えるのね。裏側気持ち悪いだろうが。
ほらクリス本当に嫌がってるでしょ。
はいはい。ヤマト捕まえたわよ。
Don't bring them to me. Just toss them out the window, please.
まだ君は飛べる。
She opened her hands, and the cicadas mustered the last of their strength to dance into the air.
あの子に感謝を。もうちょっと頑張ってみよう。
セミがそう言ってる気がするわ。
いや、そのセミ鳥に捕食されたぞ今。
切な。
だからこそ生物は今を懸命に生きる。スリスリ。
She cuddled up against me. Try to keep a little distance here at school, please. Not that I mind.
暑苦しい。ま、幸せそうならいいが。
ああ、ちくしょう。やけどがヒリヒリする。
Just how dangerous of a movie was it?
いや、映画はタフボーイな俺様、軽症で余裕だったぜ。問題はその後、映画の話をしたら彼女がさ。
ほう、熱いのが好きだったのかい豚。
そういう意味じゃねえし、俺は豚って名前じゃねえ。
そらろうそくをくれてやるよ。とろっと。
熱い熱
い。いい反応だ。ほらもっとやるよこの豚が。
ってな塩梅なんだぜ。まだキスも何もしてねえ。
Bro, he's just torturing this guy, man. Just break up already before things get even worse.
ああいうド S が俺様に心を開けば最高だろ
う。まあね、その兆しが全く見えないのが問題だけど。
So Morrow, you're going to keep going with the movie?
うん、監督に演技がダメダメって怒られてさ。でもそのダメっぽさがキャラにぴったりだからぜひ頼むって演技指導を受けながらやることにしたよ。
Then congratulations are in order?
うん、できるだけ頑張ってみる。
すごいわよね。みんな一日で撮影終わったのに。諸岡ちゃんだけ特別扱いです。パチパチパチ。
いやでも撮影がさ、週末に集中してるんだ。金曜集会しばらく出られなくなるかもしれない。
仕方ねえさ、そこで遠慮すんな。
うん。
こら、何をしているでおじゃるか。
おいわんぱく坊主、そりゃ危ないって。
あ、なんだか先生たちの声が聞こえるわね。
よっと、おはようさん。
今度はキャップが窓からダイブしてきた。ここ3階ですよ。
よじ登ってきたんだ。軽い予行練習ってな。
おお、無事教室に入ったか。ナイスクライミング。
感心しても意味がないでおじゃる。
Yeah, the history teacher sounds a lot like I pictured he would.
予行練習ってどういうこ
これから俺はヨルダンに行ってくる。
と？またすごい地名が出てきたぞ。
親父たちと一緒に古代遺跡の探索をしてくるぜ。親父に言われたんだ。頭数が足りなくなったから探索にお前も来いってな。
え、それで中東に行っちゃうわけ？
古代遺跡の調査燃えるなんてもんじゃねえ。11時に成田だ。休学届を出しておくぜ。
He put the form atop the teacher's podium.
おい、今日金曜だぞ。集会とかどうするんだ？
そうだな、ヤマト、お前に代理を任せる。ファミリーを頼んだぜ。9月には戻るさ。
おいキャップ、話はまだ半分だぞこら。
And hey, I never said I'd be your proxy.
俺は俺の好きなように生きるんだ。
おい風間、お前これは。
じゃあな。
This time he leapt out the third story window, sliding down the rain gutter.
いきなりヨルダン。本当にいつも斜め上だね。
Capped, he's always full of bombshells.
休学してまで遺跡探索か。なんかロマンチック。冒険家って感じですね。
カッカッカー、話題を一瞬でかっさらわれたな。
いいんだ、その方が役にも入り込めるさ。
走ってくの風間先輩。イケメンだけど、ああいう奔放なのはちょっと。だったら一緒にいる直江先輩とかのがタイプかな。でも直江先輩は椎名先輩の彼氏だし、体で落としたのかな、やっぱり。だとしたら噂は本当ね。
Okay. At the Kawakami Temple.
冗談じゃないぞ。なんで私が山ごもりするんだ。
やっぱり拒否したね。わかりやすい。
山で成功うどくの夏休みをわしと来るんじゃ。
なんという拷問。私の天使の翼をもぐ気か。
修行と割り切れ、孫。
実践に勝る修行はない。それなら対戦したいぞ。
対戦相手は用意してあるね。
この気は。
茎上げ派剣山なり。
Wait, so she's related to that Hideo guy, I guess. I mean, she even has like the same scar on her forehead.
おお、アゲハさん、久しぶりだな。
川上の相変わらずギラギラしているな。せっ、はい。
Ageha cleanly dodged Momoyo's hard punch. The vacuum and aftershocks it produced, Teshin deflected skywards.
さすがアゲハさん、腕は衰えてない。
鍛錬は欠かさぬたしなみだ
な。大抵のやつはこの一撃で終わるから
な。ガードごとぶち抜くからな、お前の拳は。
山ごもりは彼女と一緒じゃ。これならどうじゃ。
アゲハさんと山に。それは嬉しいな。退屈しない。
我は一旦仕事を休むことにしたのだ。情けない話だが まだまだカッとなりやすくてな。世界を牛耳る老快な人間たちを相手にするにはもう少し精神を鍛えねばならん。なのでこの夏川上院に精神修行を申し込んだ。
いいのか、流派の違うものを修行させて。
構わんよ。教えるのは剣ではなく心じゃし。
ということで稽古なら山で毎日我が付き合うぞ桃よ。
それなら了解だ。私も山に行こ
おお、まとまったね。
よし、これを機に心を鍛えに鍛えてくれるわ。
Okay. The underground school website, an intra-school forum, but it was a place to mingle in name only. Malicious gossip ruled the space.
さて、今日も巡回と。
He was enjoying his daily routine of surfing the net.
まずはニュース速報と痛いニュースを見て、次にカトユーで情報収集だろう。で次にヌコヌコ動画を見てと。
Okay, he doesn't sound, his voice is not like the voice I had for him.
あとは夜釣りでもしてみるか。
Nope.
信者の多い漫画家の末にマンネリ気味だな。このまま消えていくなこりゃ。かっこ苦笑かっこ閉じと書き込む。さて超過が楽しみだぜ。
10 minutes later.
おお、顔を真っ赤にして食いついてるぜ。18匹は釣れたか。まあまあだ。川上学園の裏サイトに行ってみるか。新スレッドがいろいろ立ってるな。スイーツイコールビッチ説に共感するスレか。落ちないように支援しておこう。書き込み開始。3ゲット上だよ。3を自動でゲットすると。S 組ムカつくやつ集まれその9。これもいい。どれ？ S 組は井の中の蛙。社会に出て恥かく。俺も本気出せば S 組なんて入れるをか。ダメだな。ただの妬みで面白くねえよ。何か生きのいいネタはないのか。2F スレか。見てみるか。直江と椎名がイチャイチャして羨ましす。あの二人お似合いだけどねか。でも椎名って陰梅の娘なんだよ。知ってた。なんだこりゃ。
Oh man. Ooh. The sound of wind chimes, a melody over the cicadas' echoing cries. And for percussion, the whirs of an electric fan. It's a Japanese summer.
ヤマト、ところてんでもジュルンジュルっとどう？
Yes, thank you. Also, that was hella sexy.
しっかりからしを入れておいた。
Okay, but not too much.
こんな少量のからしでよく食べられるね。
Miyako's Tokoroten broth was dyed yellow.
このからしが美味しい。
You're eating Tokoroten noodles with mustard, right? Not just mustard?
細かいことはいいの。ピリピリくる。
Your cooking's always spicy as hell. But this time it's normal. I can actually eat it.
なんか失礼な物言いだな。
Miyako kindly held back the amount of spice in my portion. Ever since that one time I got swollen lips after eating her cooking. You've learned how to accentuate the flavor with the spices.
手加減というか、妥協というか。まあでも、ヤマトが嬉しいなら、それで何より。
Yeah.
キス。
Right now, your lips taste like mustard.
そう。一味違うの。
As we kissed, I looked up at the blue sky. Capt had actually gone to Jordan. The day he'd arrived, a steel frame had happened to fall while he was passing a construction site. He'd avoided it somehow, but none of this sat well with me. And that had been the least of the strange phenomena. For starters, the water in the shower had suddenly turned red. If I'd seen something that strange, I'd conclude the ruins were cursed and pack my bags, but Cap...
こいつは面白いぜ。絶対遺跡の最奥まで行く。
It had actually fired him up. Right now, they were preparing for their expedition. That man was nothing if not a gust of wind. Meanwhile, Moro was busy filming. He didn't have that many appearances, but he was so bad that just getting through one scene took an eternity. Moro on the silver screen? Life just didn't make sense sometimes.
そろそろ洗濯物畳もうっと。ヤマトはゆっくりしてて。
I have to clean my room.
それも終わらせたよ。ヤマトは私にすべてを任せてくれればいいの。
Miyako. She briskly did the housework. And except for the spiciness of her cooking, her work was perfect. Save for her erotic side, she was the spitting image of the ideal Japanese beauty. Then I'll go buy some things out by the station.
一緒に行く。あ、でも今日は炎天下すぎるかな。
Don't push yourself. I'll be back soon.
待ってる。
In front of Kawakami Station. It's been a long time since I've been out by myself. Since the start of summer break, Miyako had been sleeping in my room. She'd basically moved in with me. Okay, let me buy some comics. and I'll pick up a book from the library.
ああ、ナオッチだ。
超偶然。
Huh? Why are you in your uniforms?
あたしら期末考査で1科目補習食らったのよ。
成績のいい直江にはわからねえ黒だな。
So you're on your way home? Take care then.
どう？ゴストでちょっと話していかない？彼女との生活聞かせてよ。
あ、興味ありあり。
Okay, that's fine. So long as it didn't take over an hour. But what did they actually have in mind?
しかし直江は値ないな。オラオラ系がいい。
Not JoJo-y enough for me. Okay.
オラオラ系って何よ？
あれよ。ワイルドさがあるってやつ？
なる？あ、食べ過ぎたかな？
噴火すんなよ。
Miyako could be erotic, but she had character. The two of them seemed intolerable now.
ああ、値も恋して。なんつか恋に恋してる。
考えてから発言しなよ、ハグロ。
大真面目だって。会話つなげてんだよ。
つながってないし。
This was exhausting.
シーナッチとは何？もうラブラブ？
Pretty much, we're living in love.
やっべえ。愛とか値まだ意味わかんねえし。
いいなあ。あたしも愛を見つけてるし。
I wished I could go home. But I didn't let that show. I coped with a smile. At the Shimazu dorm in Yamato's room, Miyako was polishing Cookie.
最新型なんだから綺麗にしないとね。うん。いつもありがとう。
Oh my god, dude. The robot's voice is the complete fucking opposite of the voice I gave him. Like, the complete opposite.
クッキーのマイスターは今頃遺跡の中かな。うん、多分ね。無事だといいけど。キャップはなんていうかね。絶対無事。何の根拠もないけど、そう思えるのが彼の凄さ。僕も一緒に行きたかったな。変形すれば遺跡の探索でも役立ったのに。ね、キャップも連れてってあげればいいのに。奔放なマイスターだからね。キャップの奥さんになる人、苦労しそう。友達としては大事だけど、男としてはないなって感じ？男としてはヤマト以外は全員ないなーだよ。そりゃそうだったね。愚問だった。はい、磨き終えたよ。うん、ピカピカだよ。ありがとう。ヤマトもミヤコみたいな彼女がいて幸せだな。ありがとう。私も今とても幸せ。めでたしめでたしだね。
At the secret base, today was the day for the Friday meeting.
だってのに、なんだこの集まり具合はよ。キャップ、モロ、マユッチがいねえのか。
モロは映画撮影だろ。で、キャップは夜だ。
マユッチがいないなんて珍しいわね。
うん、本人からメール来た。 クラスメートの家でもう少しかかるって。
Tell her there's no rush. After all, she's finally got herself a friend.
うん。では今日はこれがフルメンバーか。ヤマト、この集まりの中で一番の美人から発表がある。
Oh, Miyako, you have something to say?
ヤマトってば、そんなことばかり言って。てれてれ。
よし。まあそこまで仲睦まじければ大丈夫だな。私はアゲハさんっていうかつてのライバルと一緒に山ごもりをすることになった。
モモ先輩山ごもりする必要ねえじゃん。
精神鍛錬なんだと。面倒だがジェジェの言うことだし。何よりアゲハさんと一緒なら退屈しそうにない。だから私も来週から出られなくなるぞ。
So, which mountain are you going to?
混乱山脈だ。明日の飛行機で立つ。
In the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region? For how long?
寂しいだろ。何、9月には帰ってくるさ。
I see.
本当に寂しそうなあたりにジェラシー。
I didn't realize how much she meant to me until she was gone.
いや、まだいるし。今ならカンパも募集中だ。
The fuck? Alternatively, you could pay me back what you owe me before you leave.
モモ先輩も外国か。犬は行かなくて大丈夫なのか？
こういうことをズバズバ聞くとか、さすがクリス。
私はまだ実力不足だからって
そうだったか。私とアゲハさんの戦いには入ってこられまい。悔しかったら強くなれ。
早くもっと強くなりたいわ。
来週からはモモ先輩も離脱か。
Chris is so sad she's about to cry.
誰が泣くか。
Our Friday meeting was as boisterous as ever. However, without Capt, it felt like something was missing. Well, there were still a fair number of us. Things would surely be fine. Or so I thought. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Genshin Impact now. So, yeah, let me do that real quick here.
ここまで来ればクキくんも。
カズコもどこへ行った？まだ我の話は終わっていないというのに。
秀夫様、見つけました。うわ、人力車はなしだって。
カズコ殿！
じゃあ私逃げるから、みんなまたね。
Bro, that dude is a stalker. The fuck? Alright, let me connect my controller. Okay. Alright. That was weird. It didn't do the sound effect that it usually does. No wait, the new event starts tomorrow, right?
Add asterisk.
It's called being a freelancer. All folks just don't get it.
Okay, so then... Oh, yeah, it's still... okay.
Wait.
At night, it says. Well, let's see. Okay, we'll just wait a little bit then. There. Bro, at least give me a time. I don't know when night officially begins in this game. Alright, hold on. Damn it. I guess we'll wait till 20 o'clock and see. Bro. Oh wait, this is the same right here.
Huh? Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh! Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private. This place should do. Alright, back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait, there's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dekhan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
Okay. Oh, wait, that's underground. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to go all the way from here, it looks like.
Curses. There's sand in my shoes.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Dehya, why are you here?
Buckle up!
I'll be back.
Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
The process of elimination.
Commit it to memory.
No rest for the wicked.
I'll take
Order guide you.
I see everything.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore. Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, The boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why they turned on each other.
Let me start from the beginning. Dehya, do you know how the head of the Relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
Kusela thought there was no escaping the records.
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dehya and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dehya, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well. But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Dakan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
But Deshret's Relics haven't been the only victims of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, We need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Do you have any idea the amount of damage you've done?
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dehya. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dehya? You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
I'm on your side, Dehya.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Haven't even uncovered that domain yet. Is it like way down at the bottom? Yep, probably is. Yeah, there it is. Oh, okay. Alright, well, we might as well just get the discovery here. Obviously I don't need to actually play it, but alright. Well, now that I'm at the bottom, I'm gonna have to go back to another teleport point, so I don't have to climb a shit ton of mountains. There is a... I don't know if I got a key, though. Probably not. I don't think I... Let's see. I got a leeway key. But yeah, that doesn't do me any good here. I think I'll just go ahead and mark it on my map.
Curses. There's sand in my shoes.
Okay. Alright. So that's been marked. Okay. Wait, they're in, I was gonna say, I thought there was another one somewhere. Alright.
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Bro, will
Should
you
be.
please?
I don't think they
Oh
have
my
enough
God.
manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
Thank you. Alright. They're recommending Dendro, Electro, and Pyro. Okay. Do we get a extra character? Guess we'll find out here.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
I've fought through many situations like this before.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Yep. Get Dehya, so she's the pyro. Well, they sure charged right on ahead, huh?
Solidify!
Take that! Oz, reveal the... Hey!
Oh, okay.
I summon thee!
Stabilize!
Share my knowledge!
Deflect!
How heartless!
I'll be back!
By royal decree! Look alive!
How regret! Solidify!
And then a bunch more just show up.
This is order. As you wish, Majikoi Lady. Need scatter. Need. That's close enough. Feeling lucky today. Stabilize.
The
No
Temple of
more
Wisdom!
tricks up your sleeve.
You're dead meat!
You want this?
Oh. Right here.
Solidify.
Oz, reveal...
I'll be back.
This way, follow me. We're almost there.
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through. Let's go! We can't let the boss down!
Let's check if there's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better!
Let's see. I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mechanism.
Okay, let's go!
Order guide you.
By royal decree! I see everything!
The process of elimination.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Well. Oh, can't do anything there.
Gather!
Shadow Raven, let night fall! Hey! I see everything! Sharing my knowledge!
Ha! Lots off!
Solidify!
Oz, reveal thyself!
This is order.
By royal decree. Hey!
Gather!
Make yourselves a room!
Surprise!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Order guide you.
You're dead meat!
Stabilize!
Well, we're getting a lot of chests here. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it was already where it needed to be. Okay. Well.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side. But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Let us draw our weapons! We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers. They are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory. Wave 1, charge! Eliminate them!
Oz, reveal by the Temple of Wisdom!
A process of elimination.
Where do you think you're?
Here you are.
I'll take my... Stabilize.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Okay, I don't know what this bar up at the top is.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't think that you've won. We're just getting started.
Scatter.
Now you're testing my patience.
I need more time.
Gather.
Everyone will be.
Gotcha.
Will. King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Take.
Is that all you've got?
I will have order.
Make yourselves a room. I'm getting sick of this game.
Deflect.
Here you are.
Will. Brothers!
With me.
This is where we prove our faith.
You all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
Get on!
This is order.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day. Share my knowledge.
You asked for it. Where do you think you're going?
Lord of Sound, your sacrifice is ready.
Oz, reveal by. I see everything.
Scatter.
But it will again.
Okay.
The commander has finally fallen.
But they're still coming at us! This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat!
Yes, keep fighting! There's no need to fear, and no need to back down! This is our last stand!
When the next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks. I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Michel! Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Mitchell.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Hey, wait!
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Hey, Dehya! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Let's go.
Oh, okay, that was weird. He was like doing the that Michael Jackson move like in Smooth Criminal. The lean. Alright. Oh, here we go again. Okay. Ugh.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after?
Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela?
Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering. Where's the records room? Answer me!
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean, the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk.
Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about.
He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno.
Bashar, Tikriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Dehya.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
Is this a cane? It must be the one that Dehya's father used.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh? Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dehya has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important mine.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
That was not even close to
What's
enough
this?
time to read all that. They should have put a continue button on that. We got you some snacks and drinks.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
She rarely spends her allowance on other people.
Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Junior Zad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Everything just happened so fast.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites, all of us.
You should never question your true feelings, though.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
Ah, there she is!
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
Paimon will explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
But Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
It's always more fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Bro, get off the fucking thing, you fucking idiot.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? You can still talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up to the Corps after this. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. Ugh, it kinda stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
That probably means this was really important to him.
And here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common sense? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? Why are these things here?
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
What an interesting man.
Huh? There's something in the bottle!
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dehya. It's a letter for me?
You don't need to read it out loud.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle. Anyway, Dehya, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
But isn't that also a good thing?
I suppose, or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Yeah, it's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one wish. To tell them a story. That there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold. And that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I don't want you to stop going forward.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky. Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Alright, well, and this is a good place to call it a night, I think. So let me go wrap this up.
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Alrighty. Well, I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll stream Genshin Impact once again. And we'll do the... well, we'll start the new event that comes out tomorrow, and then we'll do some of the Farazan Hangout event as well. So, have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.